What's up, guys? In this one, it is going to be a voiceover, but we are trying to use just this AK to get a quest done for Hannah. We need to bring the care package in our backpack there over to the lighthouse. Later on, we're going to realize that we didn't actually accept this quest like we needed to, because it needed to be reset after failing it previously by going into a different raid. But so right off the bat, we moved from prison. We're trying to go around the backside on our left there to get up the hill, because we just have to make a decision immediately so that we don't get pinched by both teams that spawn on either side of the hill. So here we start taking a peek to some guys on the other side of the hill because we hear their gunshots. We see two guys there at the least, and we start taking some pop shots just to see if we can get a quick and easy pick. And we get one tapped in the face. And we are back on the island. We spawned pretty close to the lighthouse this time, which is pretty good for us. We start heading that way. Take a look at the AI here at the gate. There's not one to our close right, but there is one in the little green hut in front of us. Take him out real quick. Gotta be careful now because people will have heard our gunshot. Move this up really quickly to see if there's anything for us. There wasn't, and we move on. We see a couple of players up on the hill near Lighthouse, just past Body Beach. One of them hits us in the arm, not a big deal. We start looking back that way. Take a couple shots, reposition. And we get one tap once again. So we spawn back into the island a third time, and this time we spawn near the docks. So we have to run around a pretty dangerous path to get to the lighthouse this time around. And right here we see a guy up in the hills toward radio, as we're getting shot at from the AI at labs. So far the guy radio hasn't seen us, so we continue on. Stop here to make sure nobody else is around. And we head toward the lighthouse some more. We don't see anybody the rest of the way so far, so we cut forward. And right here we see 2 to 3 players on the hill just below lighthouse. So we stop to regain some stam before we take a peek and see if they've actually seen us or if we're still safe here. They're not looking our way, and we don't actively see them, so we move up a bit, get some better cover, because we know the AI to our left is shooting at a player, so we want to be safe from that line of sight as well. Here we do see a player just up by the rock there. We don't take any shots quite yet because we don't know where his teammates are, and we don't know if we're going to die immediately after shooting at him. Trying to get up on the rock here for a better peek, but we're unable to do so. Start peeking right side because we hear some gunshots. We think we hear some footsteps to the left here, so we're kind of taking a look there. We look back ahead and we see that there's a guy just out in the open, free for the taking. 3 shots and he's down. Now we gotta be careful because we don't know if he has teammates looking for us now that we've killed him. We start flanking around to the left to make sure that we were just tripping when we thought we heard footsteps earlier. Turns out we were. Nobody is here, unless it was that guy, and he very quickly got into the position where we killed him. So now that we know this is clear, we're just getting ready to move up here, but we're not quite going so yet, because we know we saw 2 to 3 players up there earlier, and we still hear gunshots in that direction. Here's where we realize we didn't reset the quest, so this actually makes no sense for us to even be doing. But we killed a player, so we're going to continue and see what we can do. We finally start moving that way. It seems safe. We want to get our players loot. I'm hoping for a gear upgrade here, maybe even a weapon upgrade. Of course, we gotta make sure his teammates aren't camping his body. He's got a tan rig, not too good. Some heals in the backpack there. C1300, we actually forgot a helmet, so that works out for us. And then a beautiful MDR for us. We're definitely gonna use that. So we just got to combine all this loot, including that orange card as well, and then go on our way. We got all the loot combined, heading up the hill now. We still want to make it to Lighthouse even though our quest has failed because it's just a power position, and you'll see why. We see another player's loot here that we did not kill. So far, our kill count is 1. We see the T5 vest. We definitely want to get that on, so we take the risk. We get up to this loot. Make sure nobody's around, both sides and up top. And then we can go ahead and get that vest on. Another C1300, some heals, food, mags, energy drinks. We get all the loot combined, and then as we start to move, we see this guy at the top of the hill. Perfect timing. Not absolutely free for the killing. We unloaded a mag into him. We don't know whether he's dead or alive. We're assuming he's alive because he got some good shots on us. Good shots off on us as well. Check the mag. I believe it was a 2-tick at that point still. I think here's where we decide we're going to wrap all the way around to the right. But first we grab this backpack because we want to throw it out of plain sight so nobody steals it. We don't see the player. We think he very well may be dead. So we risk getting the backpack. We're going to throw it down here and then wrap all the way around just to make sure that if he is alive, which is a very small chance, we have a new flank on him and we're ready to kill him. Hid the backpack, we get all the way around the beach, and we're up now. And this is where we gotta be extremely careful. We stop to see if we hear any footsteps or anything. We don't. We take a jump here, and that's where we see his backpack on the ground over there. Still gotta keep an eye out because there were so many shots here earlier that anybody could be here still. There's multiple loot piles everywhere around here, so anywhere we go, we're still being super careful. See an AWM on the ground, which is quite nice. We decide we're gonna put all the loot on the side of the wall here so that we can come back to it and combine it later. Okay, nice Dominus there. Dominator, not Dominus. Thinking Rocket League. We throw away the tan rigs because we have so many Foxtrot vests already from the mall. 2 more bags here with player cards. We do check this guy's card at some point and see that we are the ones who killed him. So we have at least 2 confirmed kills, and a lot of these guys were killed by each other. Check for the flight recorder here while also keeping an eye out for more players. No flight recorder, but there is an AI here. Whoa. Two more tier 5s. We're pretty happy about that at this point. And lastly, we just got to go back for the backpack that we stashed down here on the beach. And then we'll have all the loot up top. So at this point, we've collected all of the loot. We're starting to get a little hungry, but there's plenty of food in here, so we eat pretty soon. Right now, we're just taking it all in, kind of seeing what we got. So we condensed all of that loot down into 3 backpacks, and everything else we kind of just threw off the cliff. We got some pretty nice guns. I believe we got a Scar that was kitted with a 150 drum. I think we also got an AK-5C, an AWM, and a very nice kitted MDR that we were actually using. We found a flip sight as well, which we put on our gun. Those player cards were glitched. It was showing the same player, but killed by 2 different people. I'm not sure if 2 guys somehow had the same name, or if it was some sort of bug. We found that extra backpack up there on the lighthouse steps, and now we find another one heading down. It didn't have anything very good in it for us, but we will take the player card, even though it's just a level 8. Here we find an AK side rail and a spark plug. We'll definitely take those. Probably the tape measure as well for a mission item. And finally, we're at the exfil with quite a lot of loot. So our failed quest there ended up turning into an insane amount of loot, and we filled our bunker with this one. We were already doing pretty good from the mall raids, but we got some good player cards here to sell for money, and then the rest we pretty much keep just to have an extra supply of gear to load into raid with. We got a lot of energy drinks, a couple of orange cards. We got a purple card that probably won't be shown on screen, but it's tucked behind some of the meds in one of these bags. Then we've got the junk items you see. I exfilled with those because we need them for a Jiri mission still. We're pretty close to the 2nd secure container. We got a few nice helmets, C1300s and Altons, a lot of good meds. Even though our garden's doing great, we don't really need those. Definitely some good weapons, including that MDR, 2 great stoner drums, all the great attachments for the weapons. I think we got at least 2 angle grips there. We got some extra AR suppressors. Definitely the 3 tier 5 vests we're very happy about. The AWM we've been wanting because we haven't actually tried that out yet. So hopefully we're going to be able to load into a raid soon and see what we can do with that AWM, because I'm very interested in trying it out. The MDR definitely treated us well that raid, and we're probably going to bring it back in soon when we go kit it again. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next one again. If you like this content, consider liking and subscribing, and there will be more of it soon. See you guys.